Rolling. All right, welcome back. It is Benjamin Lane. You already know me as the Soundbite Surfer. You might know me as the Segway Sensei as well if you've been rocking with us for a minute. But today we are joined with a wonderful guest. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to everyone? I was going to say introduce us, but introduce yourself to everyone real quick, and we'll get right into this.
Hey, back, man. Well, my name is Trey Guyton. I'm the founder and CEO of Pressure Clothing. Y'all tap in with us. Follow us on Instagram, _Pressure1Clothing. You can follow me on my personal page, _BossmanTrey on Instagram. Tap in with me.
Perfect. So, speaking of the name of his line, he said Pressure Clothing. So, as you all, the way we do these things is we don't just kick it. We do, but we like to do a little bit of activity. So today, we're doing some origami. Let me tell you why we're doing some origami, because we like to do something that's new, right? We like to do something that maybe you might not have done too much, maybe something that we don't do too much. And one thing that we don't do in the Wholesome house is fold under pressure. That's something we ain't never did. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, feel me? So that's what we gonna get into today. And we gonna, just go ahead and get this interview going. Like I said, I just kind of showed y'all the picture or the paper. We got some instructions. We gonna see if we can follow these.
Yeah, I need the instructions.
We gonna just see how it goes. So as you can see, we got a couple of like animals and different things. So you might have to like do some mixing and matching to find like what goes with what, but we'll make it work. But let's dive in. So, can I just first and foremost just ask, so what drew you to wanting to start your own line? We'll start right there.
I mean, honestly,
I'm just trying to fold a boat.
Honestly, like growing up, I was always like into just dressing nice.
Dressing nice, okay.
Being able to stick out, wearing the nicest clothes. But see, the thing was, as I started getting older, like paying money to these bigger brands, I'm like, well, I can't make my own brand and just,
Bigger brands such as?
Shoot, you got the Gucci's, you got the Fendi.
So the high fashion.
The high fashions, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that, but continue.
Or even,
I don't got a single item, but.
But thing is, look though, you ain't always gotta have the high-end stuff in order to have drip, you know what I'm saying?
This is true.
You can go to the mall, you can put something together. It's all depending on how you put everything together.
Okay.
For me personally, it was more so a thing where I'm making everybody else rich buying their stuff. I can make myself rich. You know what I'm saying? So that's where that all came from, just being, just to answer your question, being motivated into, owning my own brand, because it's like, I already had the vision for it. It was just more so putting everything.
You had the blueprint, right.
You know what I'm saying?
So, can you kind of talk about what you would identify the style of your brand is? If you kind of came up with the idea, comparing it to these big high fashion brands, would you say that your style of your designs is similar to that, or is it a little bit more street? Is it more, couture? Where we're going with? I like the word garment, so I got to say that. Just sprinkle that in. Garments. There it is. But go ahead.
I would say more so. Of course, you want some luxury streetwear.
Luxury streetwear, okay.
But see, it's inspired by the high-end stuff. But kind of taking the high-end like type of style, but still making it everyday wear,
Okay.
So that's where I pretty much like stand with that, just trying to make something that's affordable, but yet at the same time it still resemble some high-end stuff.
Okay.
So
do you have any kind of go-to, I don't know if it would be particular designers or brands that you typically try to look for, maybe for inspiration, or just kind of to boost that creativity?
I would say like Off-White.
Okay.
So like Virgil, I definitely look up to Virgil for sure. That's a given. I'll say like I really just say like Chrome Heart. I like how Chrome Heart came out, and it's like that design be so simplistic, but yet it's fire,
Right.
Like it can be so simple, but when you put it on and you can mix it with different stuff, it's like you look like something. You look like you look like you somebody. But that's how I want my brand to feel. When you put it on, I want you to feel like you somebody.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So but you ain't gotta go spend no hundreds of dollars. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's where I'm coming from with that.
So one of the things back when we did the LaDon fashion show, if you haven't seen that video, I'm gonna go ahead and plug that. That was a great time. But one of the things that I think it was one of the questions that Zach came up with, and we were asking some of the models and designers. So we're on a budget, right? You know, because that seems to be the one of the fueling forces to what caused you to create a line. If you're on a budget, where would you say is kind of like a smooth spot to go shop at? If you want to still have that look, still have that kind of style going for you and everything. Of course, obviously with you know, go ahead, feel free to plug yourself. Yeah. But you know, where else would you start to look in terms of stores or online stores or things like that?
So I'll say like me growing up, like I used to always like be in stores like PacSun, Zoomies. Them was like the main stores because they was like one of those like skateboard type vibes in there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But you will find like some nice stuff and you put it together and it's like, yeah. But I'll say like now, that's a good question. Because like now, honestly, I don't really, shop with like, I don't really like shop with nobody other than myself. If that makes sense. Yeah. Like ever since I became the clothing designer, it's like I've been more so just gravitated to my own stuff. Mm-hmm. Not saying that I don't support other people because I do, but just more so like I became like, it's more so like tunnel vision. Like I really don't kind of outsource when I do, shop for fashion now. So, but if I could say a couple stores, shoot. See, but then I'm gonna go high end, man. It's hard because I'm gonna go high end personally because that's the type of stuff I do like to spend my money on when I do want to spend that type of money. Okay. So we
were recently talking about on the show, have you ever regretted a purchase of like a high-end clothing item?
Yes.
Like what?
Yes, I bought it was a Hewlett Lang hoodie for like.
A who?
Oh. See, I can't even pronounce what I'm buying.
Listen, I didn't know.
You know what I'm saying?
I thought I was just ignorant to the.
Bro, I bought a hoodie for like, it was like $3-something, almost $400, bro. And I only wore it like twice. And it was a white hoodie, so I messed it up and I can't even wear it no more.
Dang.
So it's like, that was probably the stupidest thing I bought because I can't even wear it no more. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. When it comes to that.
Sometimes. But talk us a little bit through like some of your designs. I know that, of course, like the actual line name is Pressure, but you tend to have a lot of other sayings on some of the lines. I know you've got the brand new league. We just had the studios line drop. So what's kind of the background behind all that? You're not folding, bro. Come on.
I've been trying, bro. It's like but no, just to answer your question, so a brand new league, that was like the first like collection that I came up with. Okay. And that was more so like, cause I was thinking like to myself like, what can I make that can, I can like separate from what I already been putting out. And my first thought was like, get into like sports. So like, for the first design, for example, it had a basketball on it, and it kind of like went hand in hand with, all right, brand new league. All right, well, league as in the NBA league, you know what I'm saying? That's what I was thinking, like, brand new league, just thinking like being in the gym, ain't nobody in the gym shooting with me right now. I'm in the gym by myself, and I'm like, you feel me? And I'm like, hey, it's a brand new league. Like, I ain't trying to compare myself to nobody. Like, I'm trying to create something that's way greater than what I already been doing. So that's where it kind of that brand new league come from. Like, just trying to create something that's bigger than what I'm already doing. Like pressure is one thing, right? But the brand new Lee is like taking it to a whole new level. Like now I'm dropping different type of collections, so it's more to pressure than people think, you know? So you got the brand new Lee, and then the Pressure Art Studios, just more so me just, cause it's still a part of a brand new Lee. Like that's the whole, that's the movement. The brand new Lee is pretty much like the movement. But the latest collection I just dropped, Pressure Art Studios, just, you know, getting more into that creative side, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to like really, I guess, take the brand to different lengths, you know? So yeah.
Cool. What else seeing?
Is this what I was supposed to make?
It looked like you got a good envelope.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's something.
Yeah, man. So we back at it with Wavy J with a few more questions, man. So I guess I should say, aside some of the crazy Kanye comments that have kind of been coming up recently, there's been a lot more talk, you know, back when he went on Sway in the Morning, was talking a lot about the early development of his clothing line and how he felt like he didn't have a lot of help. And Sway was telling him, you know, you can do it independently. You have the connections, everything to kind of do it yourself. To him, 180 in, I should say, and coming back around and saying, you know what, I should have did it myself. How do you feel about that? Like independence as a designer and kind of like pushing, because I assume you do a lot of this stuff yourself.
Yeah.
Versus maybe like outsourcing or kind of reaching out to someone else. Like, how do you think that even like might affect a brand or?
Well, the main thing is putting my, like, because this was the thing with me in outsourcing. I didn't want to feel like my success was in the hands of somebody else.
Right.
So just, you know, having to outsource is like, now I gotta wait on them to make my stuff, you feel me? And it's like I didn't have time waiting. I wanted to put product out when I wanted to put it out. So that's why I took it upon myself, like figure it out, like, all right, what can I do to at least with the things I can control, the things I can make on my own,
right? How
can I do it? So I started looking into ways of being able, you know, to do that. So first thing I bought me a Cricut cutter.
Cricut cutter.
Heat press.
And that's what
I started off with, like on my own. Like I could have literally, of course, you know, I had people that had their own print shops. They did they screen printing, like they did all that. I could have went through them, but it was like I wanted to see what I could do on my own. You know?
Absolutely.
So when I took that leap of faith on my own, it was like, and I started seeing I can make all this by myself. All right, let's do it. So I invested into myself, and after that, man, I just started making everything on my own. Now, of course, the new stuff y'all finna see, I got manufacturers for that. But, you know what I'm saying? But
because to some degree, like especially once you growing, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. When you growing, you definitely gonna need manufacturers on your side. So that's where I'm at now. But like definitely, like when I first started, I started off. Somebody was, you know, making my stuff. I'm like, let me step in and try to take control of my success. So
I can respect that for sure, bro. You were saying early on, when Ben was asking you a few questions about early on, kind of your passion for clothes, kind of started earlier on, like liking the dress. So would you consider yourself someone who really plans out like a fit? Like if you got like a fit or something, you gotta be like, okay, I need to place this or that, or you just Mr. Put that on, you know what I'm saying?
Is it wrong to say I'm both?
Not at all.
Cause like honestly,
I be feeling the same way.
Cause honestly, like I do be in a space where like I gotta plan out what I'm finna, you know what I'm saying, what I'm planning on trying to put together.
Right.
But then of course, when it's time to put it on, I'm Mr. Put It On for sure. So I mean, yeah, I would definitely say I put thought behind everything. Though,
Type
sure.
deal.
Yeah,
Type
sure.
deal. I can tell by the fit today, bruh.
Sure.
No, absolutely, man. What do you think makes your brand different than others? You know, you've said a lot of like how you really carry yourself like a high-end brand. Like, what do you think like kind of differentiates you from other clothing brands?
I say the main thing is, like how you just said, like I try to carry myself like I'm high end rather than just trying to preach to people. Like, you know, I'm trying to tell people like this is what it is. I rather want to show people what it is rather than just tell them.
Let the product speak for itself.
Exactly. So, like when it comes to separating my brand from everybody else's, I try to like have that extra push behind it when it comes to like everything, like design, the placements of the design, like all that. I put thought into every single detail. So when people see my products, it's like, dang, like I can see that looks like some. You would compare it to like a high end.
You can
brand,
feel you can feel the effort put
Yeah.
forth. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, like I said,
Because
just
you can definitely tell the difference.
yeah, and that's the main thing. Just I want to have people actually see the difference rather than me just trying to, you know, talk to them like, yeah, my stuff different from everybody else, and I'm gonna show you how it's different, and then I'm gonna market it in a way that people gonna see the work I put in behind it compared to everybody else's. You know, you gonna see the work people put behind their brands, and that's why I try to separate myself by showing people how much I'm willing to put behind my brand compared to the next man.
Absolutely.
You know, so.
You said they might just be half stepping. You know,
Yeah.
I'm all in. I'm
All
10
in.
toes. You do most of your kind of transactions, everything online shopping. So how do you feel like online shopping versus having like your own store? Like, do you think you one day want to have like your own brick and mortar type?
Yeah, I would definitely say, I'll say in the next couple years, I definitely see myself having my own storefront. Because of course, you know, you want to have that online presence, but you still want to have that physical presence as well. So I definitely say like a couple years down the line, I do see myself having my own storefront. Location-wise, I'm not like quite set on it yet, but if I do end up staying in Michigan, definitely like in the Detroit metro area for sure. 100%.
Okay. Yeah, man. And I don't know. What's your you were talking about the helmet Lang earlier. What's your opinion on like the Grail? Are you familiar with Grail? Yeah. Like, what's your like? How you feel about like Grail and some of like the, you know, just kind of the shop in general?
Grill, they got some stuff on there. I never personally shopped on there, but I actually thought about selling some of my stuff on there. Like,
Yeah.
just like I said, like just stuff I buy and I probably never wear again. I sell it on there. You know what I'm saying? But I mess with Grill for sure. Yeah.
I be off the Grail and the Goat.
Go.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
mess with Go heavy, bro.
Definitely. I had a friend of mine. He put me hip to it. He had some white cement 4s on. I was like, "Where'd you get 'em?" He's like, "I got them on." I had never heard of it.
I just bought some Dunks from Go.
From Goat. Which ones?
I just bought some white and red ones from Go. Like,
Okay.
a couple weeks ago.
That's getting expensive, bro.
You see? That's what I'm saying. Like, it's cause of the hype on them though. It's cause the hype is building on them. Everybody feel, all right, yeah, I need this shoe. So yeah, they finna raise the prices on them.
So you gonna be the same way. You gonna watch the market. You gotta be like, man.
You got to.
You gotta
adapt. You gotta adapt, man. I'm trying to see like really how to fold this.
Bro, you see me.
I'll say every time that we have somebody that I hold near and dear to my heart on the show, it always be interesting just because I already have an outside perspective of kind of, you know, the person that you are, the things that you've been through, the things that you kind of, you know, value in life. So just kind of trying to attest to the man behind the brand. Like you've always been in a business-oriented mindset. You always have said that I'm going to school for business. I'm going to school for business. So it's like before this now manifested into Pressure Clothing, like where did you really see that going, or where were you trying to take that initially beforehand?
So beforehand, honestly,
CEO.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Cause Pressure originally started as an idea for me back in like 2018. It was sophomore year of college. And of course I wasn't in a position to be able to invest into myself and actually create a clothing brand. But it started off as an idea around that time, and originally Pressure was just literally what the name is, just me feeling pressure every day going through college, going through undergrad, and you know, having to go through these classes and
maintain scholarship requirements.
You feel me? Still maintain a life, still maintain a way to get yourself through school by paying for school.
Paying for books and stuff like that. I know, coming from a similar background as me, you a Saginaw man.
Yeah, man.
So just like we understand, just like, I guess a different level, well, I'm not gonna say a different level of struggle, but just a struggle that, you know, you gotta really be down bad to really experience. So then it's like, even coming from that, it's like, I don't know, Draymond Green, every time that he posts anything on social media, I just be eating it up. I'm like, what do you say? He's like, he got a certain level of dog in him, like from where he come from. So I guess like, how does your city and where you come from even like express itself through like how hard you go for your brand or like what you put out?
Man, it's really being from Saginaw. It makes you into that
Doing
person.
a dolphin, by the way.
Hey, hold on.
Hey, bro, keep folding, bro. I mean, not folding, but you know, whatever we call this.
Yeah.
Turning the paper.
But no, I mean, just to answer your question though, being from Saginaw, man, it create that mentality where you feel like if you don't eat, you're gonna starve. You feel me? You don't swim, you're gonna sink. You know, it's literally that. So when you get put off into the real world, you already ready for it. You're already ready for it because you already been in the environment all your life, having to pretty much
do whatever it takes.
So
by any means,
by
any
means
of means.
By any means, bro. Like, so it's like with me, I kind of took that mentality. When I went off to school, I kept the same mentality, and like every year, I would kind of like, I don't know. I try to put myself in a position where I didn't have to go back to Saginaw. If we being honest, like I try to always put myself in a position where I don't have to go back to the crib.
Facts.
You feel me? Like
I thought about that every day.
You know what I'm saying? No, for real. Like I came out. I went out to Eastern. I didn't have no family out there. I didn't have, nobody I knew. So I'm starting over.
No friends from high school.
You feel me? But I put myself in an environment of being uncomfortable because I didn't want to be comfortable. Because when you're uncomfortable, now I got the opportunity to grow.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Saginaw definitely breeds you differently, and it prepares you.
I'm switching to the boat
for a crazy world. You know what I'm saying? So
facts.
Yeah, that's a Saginaw for you, though.
Okay, so now speaking to another thing, look, like I come, like Ben was kind of saying, like I remember the days when I was in like 5th, 6th grade, holiday dollar store. Like, you know what I'm saying? You really just like, hey, I'm trying to be fashionable. I ain't got no bread. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I ain't trying to get cooked at school. You know?
Facts.
That was the lunch table.
Hey, that was the main thing. Not getting cooked at school. You ain't want to get cooked at school,
man, because you're not gonna live it down. Like you gonna have to face that pain every time you walk in there for like the next 3 months, because it's fresh on everybody's mind. So with that, I guess, do you ever think about just like, since you are going for a high like fashion brand, like do you ever plan on having like a low budget item, or do you like always keep like money in, like you're intentional about your pricing to try to make it like reasonable for consumers?
Definitely try to make my prices reasonable, but then at the same time, I still have items where you're gonna know, like you're gonna get what you pay for. You know what I'm saying? I got some, like how you said, I try to make some items budget friendly, and then some items are going to be a little more just because of the work that's put behind it, the quality. Like, so you definitely gonna get what you pay for when you do see items that's a little bit more on my website. Just know you're getting the best of the best.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. But always, I'm always have, you know, items on my like on my product list that it's gonna be definitely, you can afford it. You feel me? So.
Dang, folded that boy. I almost had it. I just did the turn thing at the wrong spot. But
I did the exact same thing.
man, he already asked you what set you apart from different brands. The biggest thing that I like when I first like seeing you like push your brand and stuff like that heavy, like I'm sharing the content as I'm seeing it. I'm always liking to let you know that I'm there. What keeps you so consistent like with your brand? Because you know people have brands 5-6 years, they only put out 4 shirts. You know what I'm saying? They very minimally market on social media and stuff like that. You on there every single day. You got to sell. You letting the world know I got to sell.
Yeah.
You just like, you so active in my feed. Eventually, I'm going to have to pay attention to you because you're not going the way you stand there every single time.
Yeah.
So it's just like, what does that take on your end to be that type of consistent to keep going like that?
Literally, like how you just said, like just trying to be in people's faces every day, no matter what. So if it's I just got to sell. Let me post this real quick. It's the main primary purpose of that is to show people. Because, I mean, it's just how people work. Like, when people see that you're having some type of success and people are supporting you, they're going to hop on the bandwagon. You know what I'm saying? So I try to use that to my advantage when I'm marketing my products, just showing people, all right, yeah, like somebody just bought this. So
somebody like
maybe you should too.
And that's like literally when I remember being in like maybe like 10th, 11th grade and all, like I'm giving like other dudes like they come and ask me a question just like, man, like how do you get people to like you so much, or like why do some people like value you? And I'm like, you know how you do it? Find somebody to like you, and then once people see somebody like you, so many more people are going to like you because of that.
Exactly.
So like that's a great brand philosophy. Just like I'm going to put it in your face. People shopping in California, people shopping in New York, like people really like enjoy this. So it's like, why won't you give me a chance?
Facts.
That's dope.
That's all it's about.
What clothing item of yours that you've made do you wear the most? Give me a top 3.
Top 3. I wear them. These truckers, right here, for sure.
How long ago did those drop?
I dropped these I dropped this colorway like during the summer. So for sure, my truckers, I can't go wrong with that. I throw a trucker on. If I go to the store real quick, I just throw it on. My last collection, the brand new Lee hoodies, for sure. I wear that the most, I ain't gonna lie. And if I'm being honest, I still wear the first shirts I ever dropped. I still wear them to this day.
The one that just got pressure clothing on the front.
Straight
I got the white one.
I still wear them to this day. So, yeah, them be my top 3.
Okay. Why you ain't putting the store in the SAG, man? I was saying you talking about
hey,
the first store gonna be in the Metro Detroit area. I was over there kind of appalled.
Listen. You see, this is the thing though. It go back to other people see, your success, then you're gonna get other people that support. So if they see a store that's doing good in Detroit, Detroit Metro area, all right, now I can put one in Saginaw. And because of the hype that's built on the name, now they gotta go to the pressure store. You feel me? They gotta go shop.
Built off the name of being like established in Detroit and people from Detroit messing with it?
Just more so, I would say like, because when you think of Michigan, you instantly think of Detroit. Outsiders do think of Detroit outside of Michigan. So I kind of want to go about it that way, just because my first couple of supporters came from around this area. Like,
right.
They say like strangers make you rich. It be the strangers that make you rich, right? And like I said, them was the main supporters, was people I didn't know at first. Like people I knew, like they ain't really, take it too serious. But the people that didn't know me
was there.
They was the first ones there. So
talking about this dope, oh my God, like this really gonna work out and stuff like that. You in there like, man, this level of like, you know, saying love for me and like wanting to see me succeed, like this is a good feeling.
Yeah.
This is my last question. I think it's a really good one. If you on a night out, well, you finna go out, you know what I'm saying, you on there getting suited and booted, you know what I'm saying, putting on your best fit, what music you got playing? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to know more about you. What's the turn up music while you making that fit? While you in the shower?
Turn up.
Or unless you ain't turning up. Maybe you be getting
know
dressed
what?
to some suave stuff.
You know what? I'm gonna be real though. Like, it's all about what I'm listening to at that time.
You how the fit turn up? Okay.
And lately, I've been listening to G Herbo.
That survivor's remorse. I was just talking about that when I first walked in.
I've been listening to G Herbo lately, so he been making me, you know, when I get ready in the morning, you feel me? I'm listening to G Herbo.
What song? What song you messing with? Hey,
It's a-
which one you got to repeat right now? I'll tell you mine's first. The second one on the album. Flashbacks. It got the Kanye West sample on there. I play Flashbacks. I'll play it back to back like
With Jeremiah.
7 times. Yep.
All right, I'm gonna say After That. I like After That.
After that, the song.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I like After That. If I had to pick one and I didn't heard it multiple times, it would probably be that one, or 4 Minutes of Hell Part 6. That's hard.
Yeah, he really deep in there with the 4 Minutes of Hell, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
But he got some bangers on side B too. Side B dropped afterwards, so I didn't really get a
He
good
got
taste
some
of it.
bangers. He got some bangers.
Oh! Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Look at him. I was saying, I'm finna chop it about this album. Oh, I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, no, that boy hard. Outside of music and fashion, you know what I'm saying? That's pretty much all we talked about you up until this point. Like, I guess what else make you you? Like, what do you enjoy outside of fashion?
That's your choice.
Hey man, I enjoy being a dad, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I got a 2-year-old now. His name Ashton, you know. That's my boy. That's my
We
boy.
don't have to edit that in there.
On me.
That's my boy, man.
What's the best part of fatherhood?
Just seeing him grow, man. Like, seeing him doing different stuff every time I get him. Like, he's saying different words. Like, it just be crazy. Right now, we potty training right now, so it's just crazy. It's him I'm having to change his diaper. Now I'm showing him how to use the bathroom.
Fold it.
See, yeah.
You put a Cheerio in the toilet?
Man, not yet.
Hopefully he
Not
don't eat
yet.
it.
Not yet. I'm just letting him sit on his pot, feel me? Let
Fill
him
it
sit
out.
there, you feel me, and get comfortable.
Vibes.
That's it. Let him drink his juice. You know what I'm saying?
Aight. What's up? It's your boy March. I don't know if everybody else did introductions or not, but in this thing, what's good, man?
What's good with you, man?
How you living, man?
I'm maintaining, man. I'm taking it day by day, man.
Yeah.
How you living out here, man?
Let's just say, no pun intended. I'm definitely under some pressure, but not folding.
Now folding.
Never folding. But, oh, let's see what we got here. I ain't gonna bug you too much. They done already asked all the big questions here. But, let's see. They had kind of alluded earlier to you, you know, a lot of these designs coming, you know, from you.
Mm-hmm.
But I wonder, do you have a team that you work with or that you built around you?
Oh yeah, I got a team for
Yeah,
sure, man.
tell us a little bit about that.
Shout out the pressure team, man.
There we go.
We still stand strong out here.
Okay.
You know, they've been with me since the beginning, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, and the crazy thing is my brand ambassadors right now, they like, we like this, like they my closest people,
Okay.
you know, and I say without them, honestly, the brand wouldn't even be where it's like, of course, I had my fair share of, you know, what I had to do to push the brand, but
Right.
without them, they took it to a whole nother level, reaching people that I probably wouldn't be able to reach personally. So
Yeah.
without them, like, I definitely wouldn't see myself being in the position that I am in right now.
Right. Like you already set that groundwork and they just, you know,
They just
laying
kept
out the
pushing.
play. Exactly.
They pushing it.
Yeah. Okay. And I don't know if Zach had asked you this, but what's your favorite design you've ever made, I guess, at this point now, if you have one? Because it could just still be, you know, cooking up there.
I say my favorite design would probably be the latest collection I just dropped.
Okay.
Cause it's like I said, it's simplistic yet it looks good. Like it's aesthetically pleasing to the eye. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And that alone, cause like I said, it's so simple, but yet you slap it on jogging suit. It's like, I don't know, it just feel good. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I can't really explain. But that's my favorite design I done dropped so far. Shout out my graphic designer too.
There we go.
He gets me right every time. Man. He
There we go.
He bring my vision to life every time. So
Okay.
shout out him too.
Okay. I'm just saying, at the Wholesome House, it's not always just the individuals, know, of each of us that really bring it together. But yeah, like it really is about that team. So I'm glad you got a team around you, bro. Nah, that's tight. And I guess probably, because I know we kind of running on time here, the last one I'm going to ask you is, so for anyone out there that is feeling under some pressure right now, what are some wise words that you would, share to them?
For somebody under pressure right now,
Yes, sir.
I would say, man, even if that pressure is on you, don't fold. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you fold or you can keep going. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the best thing, listen, pressure make diamonds. You know what I'm saying? And if you fold under that pressure, you won't be that diamond.
Right.
But if you keep on going, just even when you feel like you can't go no more, just keep on going, because it's like you could decide to give up today, but you can win tomorrow. I seen that quote somewhere, like, why would I give up today if I might win tomorrow?
If I know tomorrow might be the day I win.
Don't fold because it's getting hard. Don't fold because it's getting hard, because life gonna get hard. Life don't stop for nobody. Life gonna keep going on. Just keep going, because you never know when you're gonna win. Like, it was plenty of times where I wanted to give up because of the pressure. It was too much for me, but I'm like, let me just keep going, because now, because of that, I done put myself in a position where it reflects the pressure that I went through reflects the type of person I am now. Like, being I am now, it's like, if I'm ever in like difficult situations, I know how to maneuver around them.
Yep.
You feel me? So
There you go.
yeah, like, don't give up. Don't ever give up.
You said don't worry
It's
about
better
it.
said than done, but I promise you, don't fold under that pressure, because it's not gonna be good. Like,
There you
I'll
go.
lie to you.
You heard it from the man himself, Mr. Pressure. You feel me? And with that, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. It's been awesome having you here, bro.
Appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate y'all having me, man.
And of course, take those wise words, please. I'm gonna take them, because like I said, under some pressure, but we gonna keep on rolling. Eventually, we gonna shine like some diamonds. You feel me?
Eventually, that's what you're trying to get. We trying to shine, baby. We trying to shine.
Yes, sir. But out of here, and go ahead. Yep.
Shout out your stuff on my phone.
Yes, sir.
Again, hey, y'all follow the Pressure page on Instagram at _pressure1clothing. Follow me on my personal page, _bossman Trey on Instagram. It's the same thing for Twitter as well, so just tap in on all social media platforms. _bossman Trey. On Twitter, you can follow our Pressure page at _1pressure.
Yes, sir. That's it.
Oh, www.brandnewlead.com.
There we go.
Tap in.
Yes, sir.